Boxing Voice.
Okay, Freddie, so how you doing? You're with BoxingVoice.com, and we just wanted to ask you, who had the final decision in picking Algieri as the opponent for Pacquiao?
Bob Arum.
Oh, yeah? And was that decision made solely because Algieri was willing and able to go to Macau to have the fight in Macau?
You'd have to ask Bob. I have no idea why he picked that guy, but he told me that he beat Ruslan. He's a good fight for Manny, and that was it.
Stylistically, do you think that Algieri poses any threat to Pacquiao, being as though that he keeps that jab? It's really like a piston-like jab. He has good movement and footwork. Is that going to be a style contrast for Pacquiao?
No, it should be no problem for Pacquiao. It's like night and day. He's way above him.
So what sort of prediction are you picking for this fight?
We'll knock him out somewhere along the way.
In between which rounds?
Somewhere along the way.
Oh, okay. Is anything going to be different for preparation, being as though that the fight is in Macau? Are you going to hold camp at Wild Card, or are you going to go to Macau a little sooner so that you can get acclimated to the time zone?
We'll have camp in the Philippines. In the Philippines, they're a 3-hour trip away and on the same time zone. So we'll be, we won't have to acclimate. We'll be there. Training camp will be 6 weeks, and we'll spend the last week in Macau.
Is it your professional opinion that the Pacquiao that we've seen in the Rios fight, that is the Pacquiao that's going to be around from now on, that he's back to who he used to be?
Well, I hope so, because he kicked the shit out of Rios. Rios is a punching bag, so it was a great win, and we'll see. But he's coming down. This is catch weight at 44, and he might be a little bit better puncher at the lighter weight, I think.
Now, being as though that there's a catch weight, do you think that gives some sort of benefit to Chris Algieri not having to make 140, him being a pretty big, tall, long kid?
It doesn't matter, and just it is what it is, and we're just going to get ready to fight him.
Any particular sparring partners that you have in mind for Pacquiao, being as though he's fighting a pure boxer this time around?
Yeah, I've got a couple guys in mind right now, but I haven't picked yet.
If I could just switch subjects, if you're not busy, I'd like to just talk about you for a second. We all know that you've won Trainer of the Year numerous years in a row, but you're having like success that most trainers don't get. I mean, you're world renowned. You've had your own television show. Your gym is known worldwide. How has this been for you?
It's a lot of fun. Being recognized for what you do is a great thing, and I like people, and it's a lot of fun being around these world champions, and the biggest thing though is to win, and we work hard and good things will happen.
Well, I'm asking more in terms of how does it feel for Freddie Roach to be that trainer that is known as Dr. Fix-It? I mean, it seems like every time a fighter comes to you, they come with some sort of problem or dysfunction that you quickly and rapidly repair and put them back on the upper echelon of the elite level or world-class status.
Well, it's just, I had a great mentor in Eddie Fudge. Eddie taught me a lot, and I thank him for my success. And, just working with fighters and getting a call from guys like Miguel Cotto, and Miguel Cotto coming here with the willingness to learn. And it's just, I feel great. I love what I do, and I actually have the best job in the world.
With all the success that you've had, one could assume that you have some sort of premeditated formula that works for each fighter. But is each fighter individual? Do you have to do specific things depending on that fighter, or is it a formula that just works for all?
No, I tried that once. The formula that works for all, it doesn't work. You know, you have to treat every fighter as an individual, and everyone has different needs. Some need help here, some do need help there, but you can't treat people the same. They're completely different, and that's why in training camps with Miguel Cotto and Manny Pacquiao, we separate them too, because I don't train anyone alike.
All right. Well, you spoke of Cotto, right? And here's the guy that turned it around under your tutelage. Big win with Algieri, with Rodriguez. Then, of course, defeating Sergio Martinez in the fashion in which he did. Is it your professional opinion that he has to face Gennady Golovkin, or Cotto has done enough and he can go on the rest of his career without having to face Gennady Golovkin at 160?
Well, the thing is, he's really a 54-pounder, and we got a lot of good fights there right now. But if he does want to stay at 160, if we do stay at 60, we'll fight Triple G for sure. I mean, because he's one of the guys out there at that weight class. So we're debating right now who's next, and we don't have an answer yet. But there's no one that we're ducking, that's for sure.
Now, everyone's given you credit in the past for being a great matchmaker. Even though you don't make the final decision, you always kind of tell your guys who you'd like to be even matched up with.
Yeah, I mean, like, I watched Triple G fight. He's a decent fighter. He makes mistakes. He's not perfect. I think you put him in there with a good puncher, you might have a better chance at him. But I mean, he's a very good fighter and very strong fighter, yes. But I don't think he's unbeatable.
Do you think that he would be able to take Cotto's punch the way that he took Daniel Gill's punch and still land a knockout blow, or would it be a totally different story if it was Miguel Cotto in the ring?
I think it would be a different story, but that's my opinion, and I'm sure Abel Sanchez has a different one. But Abel's a good trainer, and they have a lot of success. But if that fight does happen, I would look forward to getting them ready for that fight.
And my last question, because I don't want to take up too much of your time, the BoxingVoice.com completely appreciates you giving us this time. You seem to be competitive as a trainer. Do you look forward to facing other big-name trainers that you faced, Robert Garcia in the past? Hopefully in the future you face Abel Sanchez. Is it a sweeter win for you when across the ring there's another guy that's on the level of a Freddie Roach in terms of training?
Yeah, I'm very competitive, and I do like to win, and I don't know if I really compete with the trainers so much, because I just think that getting my fighter ready to do the right things to win the fight is more important. So I look at the matchup more than I do who trains them. I really don't care about the other trainers. I know there's some good guys out there, and they're doing a good job also. So that's why I always want to keep on top of my game, so I can stay at that high level.
One really quick one. Do you still want revenge versus Marquez and Nacho Beristain?
No, Nacho is. I would like that fight, yes. But me and Nacho, we had words at one time and so forth. But over the last couple of years, he's been very cordial to me, and I've been nice to him. So but he's still one of my biggest competitors, yes. So I do like that fight, and I do hope that fight happens one more time, because I think payback. We all won at least.
All right, well, Freddie, thank you again for your time, and you continue to do what you do. We love your training style.
Thank you very much.